The 2026 Model Y Performance is most likely not the first car that comes to mind when you think about a great camper van. I mean, look at it. It's definitely built for speed and not for camping. However, it also has Tesla's camp mode. So in this video, I want to find out if the Model Y Performance is actually also good for car camping. So I have this beast for a couple of days now, and I drove it here to Switzerland, into the Swiss Alps, because I thought if I want to test this properly, I want to do it in a place where it's actually cold and where you would go on a road trip as well. I'm actually using the air mattress that Tesla offers itself, and I will show you how to set it up. But first, the thing I like the most about this car, besides the crazy power it has, is that because it looks so sporty, no one would ever expect that there's someone sleeping inside. Because obviously that's a big difference if you show up in a camper van, like a VW bus or something. People already can taste that there might be a person inside. I mean, we have 21-inch rims. We have this, is it called diffuser or bumper? Or yeah, just this really sporty looking thing. We have this spoiler. Also this looks different than on the other Model Ys. This looks a little bit more aggressive. And another thing how you can spot the performance model is that the mirror here, they are black. How I said, I'm not really a car review channel. I'm just like to car camp and make videos about that. So far, I slept in it 2 nights and I don't think someone ever noticed. When it comes to the storage room, in the front we have storage room that most cars have. Obviously we have the side pockets, then middle console, also here. It's quite deep actually. So we have a lot of storage room. Then in the back we have the side pockets on both sides. We don't have a seat pocket here. I'm not sure, but I believe in the new Model Y, it's only the premium Model Y that has those seat pockets. Obviously, where we need the most storage is in the back, for sleeping as well, but also when you're on a road trip, you want to have as much storage as possible to store all your clothes and the stuff that you bring with you. And this is where I like Teslas a lot, because back here, I mean, now I have my pillow and my blanket in here, but back here we have this very deep compartment. Then also on the side we have this compartment, and here as well, and that's already a big plus. And underneath this one we have even more. I mean, this is not very deep, but it still is useful for clothes and, for example, like a hiking stick, in case you have to bring your hiking stick. Well, that's actually for filming a video, because that's also the reason why I'm here in Switzerland. In case you're wondering, Joel, I haven't seen the air mattress yet. Where is it? Is it back here? No, it's not. Is it here? No. But that's the cool thing with electric cars. There is more storage in the front. And in the Model Y Performance, it's actually quite big and full. So this is the air mattress, but I actually wanted to show you this compartment here. It's quite big, it fits a lot of stuff. For example, my absolute massive winter boots. I'll definitely use them because I'm planning to go up on the mountains here. This is what we need now, the Tesla air mattress. I believe it costs like 230 euros in the Tesla store. At least that's the case in the Austrian market. I'm not sure how it is in other markets. We have to fold down the seats. However, I first gonna move my bags in the front. I most of the time put them just on the passenger and driver seat because they're not in the way. Usually I move the front seats forward first, so then there is more room to fold down the second row. But in a recent video, many people said that you don't need to move the seats forward in order to fold them down. It's absolutely true. You can either click this button here to fold them down automatically, or also back here you can click this button and it will fold down. However, it moves forward a little bit, so it makes room for this seat to come down. But now, as soon as it's down, it moves back. And obviously for sleeping, you want to have as much room as possible. So therefore, I move it forward manually. A little pro tip actually, you can set up a driver's profile. I call it bedtime. And then the seat will move forward automatically. And like this, we have so much more room here. And I need to get all the room possible because I'm 6'4", so I need a lot of room to actually be able to lay down straight inside. Unfortunately, it's not possible yet to set up a driver's profile for the passenger seat. I really hope that will come with a software update at some point. However, there are actually 3 ways to move the seat forward. One of them is here on the button. The other one is in the seats tab. It's just this button here. Or because we have the rear screen in the performance model, we can also do it here. So seats and then here, these buttons, then it will move forward. I just noticed this is how new the car is. It still has the film on it. Oh, I love to do that in new cars. That's so satisfying. Now everything is ready to blow up the air mattress. Okay, let's do this. No, luckily it comes with an electric pump. That makes it much easier. There's actually something I didn't know in the beginning. So if you look at this, it says deflate now. So you need to push that in here and actually flip it around. And on this side it says inflate, because otherwise it doesn't work. I already found that out. Then we also have this little adapter that we have to screw on so that the pump, that this actually fits. Then we can simply plug that in and the magic will start. That's already it. 30 seconds, this is all what it takes. And we close the lid. Et voila! And yeah, this is very satisfying because it perfectly fits. It's even crazier if you close the doors. It's like, yeah, the entire back of the car is matte, except for up here. That's definitely a downside on this air mattress, because when you're tall, you want to have your head somewhere here, but the issue is there's no support. You can see the seat ends here and the mattress goes a little bit over, which means that there's this overhang and it will drop down. Something that helps a little bit with this is if you expand the headrest like this. That already gives a little bit more support, but it's still not perfect. So that's why what I like to do, I take my bags and I put them back here. So the more stuff you have, the better and the more stable it will be. Another pro tip, even if you're 6'4" like I am, you don't need as much space. So I like to move this seat a little bit backwards, because the more you move it back, the more it locks in everything here and it becomes more stable. And that means that the mattress will be more stable here as well. Okay, my big pillow, also my huge blanket. Another thing I like to do to make it even cozier is because it is kind of a rubber. I mean, it's not completely plastic, at least it's not sticky, but I just prefer to have like a cotton sheet. It's just something from my own bed that I also like to put on. So now let's finish the bed. You ready? There is one major downside that I have with this car. I mean, obviously it makes sense because this car has a lot of power, so that's the reason why it's also quite low on the ground. But if you want to go a little bit off-road, like if you want to find a good camp spot, you often have to go along these kind of roads that are a little bit bumpy, and having the car that low can be an issue. And that might be also the reason why I bought myself the Model X Plaid, because it has air suspension, which means it has a lot of power as well, which I absolutely like, but you can also raise the car to go a little bit more off-road. One thing that my Model X doesn't have yet is this bumper camera, which is actually useful. Like I had it on when I drove here because I was just looking on the street, like is there anything in the way, and that camera definitely helps. I'm already excited for tonight because there should be clear sky, so you should be able to see the stars, and because we have the glass roof here, we might be able to see some stars. Okay, let's go inside. I like to put my shoes underneath here and then I get in and close the door. Yeah, so this is how it looks inside. Cozy, isn't it? Yeah, this is like a typical Instagram photo right here. Let's close the trunk. Then I can show you how it feels like. So I'm touching there. Yes, I have wet feet because of the snow outside. And yeah, look at this. I lay down and I'm still not touching the seat. So there is enough room. Even if you're two people, like for a couple or just friends, there's enough room for two people in here as well. And that's definitely the good thing about this air mattress. It fills out, it goes all the way to the side, and therefore you have like a lot of space. Look, if I'm like all the way on the side. There might be even space for 3 people, or at least like 2 parents and their kid, for example. Now I'm actually curious to know, have you ever been car camping? Have you ever slept in a car like this? Let me know in the comments. All right, welcome to the Tesla camper. So the first thing that you can notice in here are the ambient lights, goes all the way around, and that gives the whole thing just a much nicer mood as well. We can also change that here in the toy box light sync, and we can change the color here to whatever we want. We can make it even cozier with this one. Yes, now it's complete. You can definitely feel that it's not completely flat where I'm laying, because the seats, they end around here, and this is what I feel. And for that reason, I put my bag down there and the sleeping bag here. So like this, it kind of feels more flat. A little pro tip for this is that when you park somewhere where it's not completely flat, you want to make sure that the back of the car is a little bit higher, because that will even it out. That will even out this section here. So I still believe that you should be able to see the stars when you look through this glass roof, but reality is you don't. Probably because of the tint that is inside the glass, it appears much darker. I mean, just imagine you're somewhere in the mountains with crystal clear sky, and you can just lay in your car and look at the stars through here directly. That would be so cool. Tonight we only have around 0 degrees, so it doesn't get too cold, but I'm still curious to see how much battery we will need for the night, especially because we have this glass roof that doesn't insulate as well. But yeah, before I go to sleep, I will show you how much percentage we have, and then tomorrow morning again to see how much we actually used. I just put the camp mode on 20 degrees. I feel like that's a good temperature for sleeping, especially when you have a big blanket as well. In last week's video, I slept in a Model Y Standard, and there it doesn't have this panoramic window. I feel like that will use a lot more battery because the cold is literally getting in here. What do you think? Place your bets in the comments. Does this really use a lot more battery, or will it be like similar to the Standard? I guess we will find out tomorrow morning. This is the animation that comes up when the camp mode is activated. This screen turns on after like 5 minutes, and after 15 minutes, I believe, it will go completely black. I gotta do one more thing before I sleep. Because we have the ambient lighting all around, we wanna use that. So light sync, rave cave. All right, it's bedtime. Let's have a look how much battery we have. 444 kilometers. Okay, that's easy to remember. And we actually have 4 degrees. Wow, 3 degrees is the coldest it will get at night. Honestly, I was hoping it gets a little bit colder tonight, because to properly show you what the camp mode can do, I think it's very nice to have it like minus 10 degrees. Then you understand that this is such a cool thing, because I mean, look at me. I'm just here in a t-shirt, and it's 4 degrees out. It's cold, and I'm just sleeping here in a t-shirt, and I will be cozy and warm because I put the camp mode on 20 degrees. Ah, that's amazing. All right, good night. Good morning. If there's one thing I love the most about car camping, then it's this. Waking up to a view like this. Look at the clouds over there. They actually match the ambient lighting. Look at this. Like, if you want this kind of view when waking up, you need a proper luxury hotel most of the time, which costs you much more than sleeping in your car. Because the only cost that you have in the car is just the amount of battery that the camp mode requires. And of course, the costs that you have for the car and for the mattress. But once that paid off, because I assume you need a car anyways, and if you have a car and you can also sleep inside, then this is just so much worth it. How did I sleep? I slept quite well. I mean, obviously I woke up a couple of times during the night. And sometimes I could feel the seats here because it feels like it does this. Then also, because I sleep on my side, I rotated, and then I looked right into the ambient lighting, which was a little bit bright. So I think next time I'm gonna turn them off during the night, because I thought they will turn off when the camp mode is on, but they stayed on the entire night. The camp mode kept me warm as well. As you can see, I'm still wearing just a t-shirt. And now to the question that we are all been wondering. How much battery did it need to keep me warm? It's 1 degree outside, so it got a little bit colder, and we have 84%, 407 kilometers left. That means yesterday we had 444, minus 407 is 37 kilometers. 37 kilometers for the entire night. And that's equals to around 3 to 4 euros if you supercharge 37 kilometers. So yeah, we basically got this 5-star hotel with this amazing view for 3 euros. Not bad. Last night I couldn't see the stars through the glass roof. However, now look at this. I can look at the clouds. Oh man, I just don't get enough of this view. Look at this. Okay, let's have a look at this amazing view from the outside. Oh, nice. Yeah, wow. When I go car camping and do this kind of stuff, I really feel a lot of freedom because I just woke up here. I got this amazing view. I have no plans for today, so it's literally this like, okay, I woke up now. What should I do today? This just gives me a lot of freedom, and it's kind of difficult to explain that feeling exactly until you actually do it yourself and experience it yourself. Then you will know what I'm talking about. If you still want to know something that I didn't answer in this video, then just let me know in the comments and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Then also YouTube thinks you like one of those 2 videos. They might be about car camping as well or about something completely different. Then also don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more adventure content, and then I'll see you next week. Bye bye.